Last time around in our Building a Nation save with Czechia and Pardubice, we managed to finish once again in the top 6 in the Championship group, qualifying for the Europa Conference League and actually getting to a Europa League semi-final, where we got absolutely battered by Spurs. We also got to the FA Cup final, where we lost against Victoria Pilsen. So we did good and also bad because we didn't really win anything at all. This season, we're in the Europa Conference League, as I mentioned. I'd love to be able to win it. If we can get to the semi-final of a Europa League, we should be able to get to a final of the Europa Conference League, right? Also, I am optimistic that over the last few seasons, can we go back the last couple of seasons, there has been, that's not what we want. We want the overall record for this is broken, but for the last few seasons, this gap is getting smaller. 73 points Slavia won on that season. If we go back another season, maybe. We can't because it's broken. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is the team winning the league are winning it with less and less points. The first few seasons, it was like in the 80s, and it was Slavia and Sparta winning it. However, we're now dropping into the 70s, and we're able to get close to 70 points. So I'm optimistic that we might be able to qualify for the Champions League as well. We're probably either going to qualify for the Champions League through the league or winning the Europa Conference League. That's my hope. I say probably. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. Big news as well, we've actually managed to get ourselves a feeder club in the shape of Sokolov, a team that I've never heard of, but they're a professional side from Czechia. This is the first feeder club I've ever had on FM26. It took me like 9 years to actually work out how to do it and actually get one where the board agreed. So yeah, we've got ourselves a feeder club called Sokolov. We've already sent 2 players out on loan there, and they're both basically garbage. Like, this guy's gone there. He'll probably get some game time, hopefully. And Matic Bol, who is a Slovenian central defender, will hopefully get some game time as well. They'll probably never play for me. There is also some other transfer news that have taken place. Mohamed Salilovic, the Bosnian 19-year-old who's got 2 caps and 1 goal to his name, has moved over to Juventus, or Juventus Next Gen, apparently, which I'm assuming is just the Juventus like under 21 side. He's gone there for £2.8 million. There are sell-on clauses in this as well. So, Salilovic, a player that never really played for us. I mean, he did play actually quite a bit last season by the looks of it, but he never really played for us. We've made a massive profit off this player. He might be amazing, but he's an attacking midfielder / striker. He's not better than any of the other strikers we've got at the club, so this is just free money. He's also Bosnian, and without sounding too utterly ridiculous, we don't care about Bosnians. We only want decent Czech footballers. Bosnian footballers can do what they want. We have also brought in a new player already on a free transfer, and his name is Eren Gorgulu. Could be. He is a Turkish 22-year-old central midfielder, formerly of Göztepe and Southampton. So he's gone through the whole Southampton Sport Republic Göztepe thing. Valencians is the other one, and possibly is one of the Sofia teams in Bulgaria. Yeah, basically he's come through that, and we picked him up on a free transfer. Did play a lot for Göztepe on loan, and then a couple of matches as well in the Championship last season for Norwich. But I think he's probably good enough for us. Probably not good enough to play in the Championship. That is all the transfer business that we have done at the moment. We've got a few loan spells as well. So David Riha has gone on loan to Jihlava, and Vlastimil, could be his name, has gone on loan to Ustal nad Labern. Could be their name, probably not, but it could be. And I'll just take a look as well at released players, because I knew there was a couple. So we've got Filip Vachetta has left the club for a second time. Did he ever play for us? He played 4 matches. All of them, or 3 of them off the bench, 1 start. So yeah, just needed him for depth. He's now 30 years of age. And the other one to leave, I can't even find his name because we keep changing this. It is David Hubika, who's a 26-year-old central defender, who I think we did sign him, didn't we? Yeah, from Slavia. He never played for us either. Obviously, the transfer window is open, and we've got a whopping £16 million to spend in our transfer budget. We've got a sizable wage budget as well, £45,000 still left to spend. £220,000 a week we are spending. I'm pretty sure season 1 we were maybe spending like 80. So over the course of 9 seasons, we have probably tripled our wage budget over 9 seasons. So every 3 years, we double it again or something like that. I don't know. I can't do the maths in my head. But we've also got £14.8 million in the bank. And if you caught the end of last season, you'll also know that our stadium is being expanded also. We can't find out to what because, you know, Football Manager's going to football manage. I think we've also improved our youth facilities. I don't know when, but I'm pretty sure that was adequate or average or something along those lines. It's now good. We've got good youth facilities. We've got good training facilities as well. So we have done a little bit of work there, spending a bit of money also. Right then, let's jump forward then to around the 9th of September. The transfer window will have been closed. We probably will spend about £3 million on about 9 players, is my guess. We have spent a lot of money, and the reason why we spent a lot of money is because this man has left the club for a lot of money. Saad Chaib has moved over to Al Raid for a lot of money. Like I said, £8.5 million. He did have like a minimum fee release of £5 million a couple of seasons ago. We kept upping his contract and changing it and things like that, and I'm pretty sure, not certain, but I'm pretty sure we have a 50% sell-on clause. I will double check. We do. We have a 50% sell-on clause. Also, we can buy him back for £29 million if we really want within the next 2 seasons. If we have £29 million, we're not buying Saad Chaib. We also have a 50% sell-on clause on Salilovic, which we have £4.2 million for already. We're not going to do it, but we can. So Chaib was the only player to leave on a permanent deal between the last clip and the end of the transfer window, but we have brought in quite a few players on permanent deals. Robinson Vaca is the first up, a 21-year-old Ecuadorian international signed from IDV because it's basically the only club in Ecuador that produces any good players. Then I guess Emelec, he's come in for £2.5 million, which I think might be our record transfer. He's our most expensive transfer, I'm pretty sure anyway, that we have done this season, which means he's probably our record transfer that we've done in the entirety of Pardubice's existence, I guess. He is obviously the Chaib just straight replacement, that was the plan here, but mentally, those numbers are amazing, right? We have also brought in a new number 1 goalkeeper. It is Kim Suk-hoon for £1.3 million. I basically went, we concede too many goals. We need to improve our goalkeeping position. So we've gone and got ourselves a South Korean, I nearly said international, he's got no caps, but a South Korean goalkeeper, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. Kim, I think, is probably, it's a sensible bit of money to spend. £1.3 million is not a lot either. This one might sound like a lot of money, and it was a lot of money, but he's one for the future. It is Mashkur Sauerborn, a 21-year-old German left-back. He has cost us £2.1 million. However, most of this money is in instalments. He's actually cost us about £400,000 now, and then everything else is in instalments, because I think he's going to be good. My scout said he's going to be good, and I've gone, you know what, we need a new left-back, because Gutierrez was our old left-back, and he's an old man, and I want a young left-back, so Sauerborn is our new young left-back. He is 5'5". He's smaller than me, and I'm tiny. And we've also done something similar with Claudio, a 22-year-old Spanish central defender signed from Mallorca. He, I think, again, has a decent amount of potential, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential on Claudio. He's cost £1.5 million, but I think he's going to be good. He's got lots of 15s, 14s and 15s in the right places, 13s when it comes to his technicals as well. I think give him a couple of years, he needs some game time. He hasn't played football for the last 7 years. Give him some game time, he'll come good. And that is all of our transfer business that we have managed to do this season so far. There's a whole load of loan spells. So we also have Vasera has gone on loan to Victoria Zizkov, could be the name, Pavlenka, to Bohemians. We've got this man has gone to Bregenz. We've got Zlin picking up Lafata, and Salou Diallo has gone to Artis on loan because basically we brought in Kim. Didn't feel the need to have a 4th goalkeeper. So Diallo hopefully will get some game time playing for Artis because he's not played for us last season. He's also a 5'10" goalkeeper with 4 aerial reach and 8 jumping reach. Thank you very much to the person who pointed that out in the comments. I was very tempted to retrain him as a central midfielder. He does have 10 technique, but I don't think you can do that. I am going to double check actually, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that. I know you can. Oh, he's on loan anyway. Right, we're not actually going to do this, but Radim Hapal, can we train you? You can only train him as a goalkeeper. Oh, that's annoying. I wonder if we put him outfield for a few games, maybe we could retrain him as something else. But, okay, we can only retrain goalkeepers. I might do an experiment, maybe a few seasons down the line. And Diallo, you might become a central midfielder. You never know. Anyway, competitions-wise, it is the 9th of September. We are currently sat 4th place in the league, which is fine. It is still early days, but we have lost a match. We've drawn 3, so we've drawn quite a lot. We've also won 4. We have conceded 12. It's a lot of goals to concede, but we've also scored 19, so we're the 2nd top scoring team in the league. Victoria Pilsen on 21. The other thing is we are in the Europa Conference League group stage, so currently we're way down there in 23rd, but that doesn't really make a difference because basically we haven't played any games in it. If we have a look at our fixtures, can we see? So we had to get past ML from Belarus, I believe. Team I've never heard of, but yeah, we had to get past ML from Belarus, which we managed to do quite comfortably, beating them 4-1 and 2-0, and then getting past Wisla Plock of Poland. No, you said Germany, it's Poland, beating them 2-1 and 2-1, setting up the Europa Conference League group stage games up against Genk. Dundee United. We've also got Shamrock Rovers, Sheriff of Moldova, Olympia, Policia. I've never heard of Policia. Where are you from? Policia are from Ukraine. Fair enough. Founded in 2016. Look at that. We're a little baby of a football club. Anyway, we have obviously kicked off the season. It started okay. It's not started amazingly. It could be a lot better. But I guess the next thing to do is to jump to the end of the regular season, see if we have managed to finish in the top 6, which we should be able to do because we've finished in the top 6 pretty much every season, bar I think season 2. Season 1 and 2. Season 1 we nearly got relegated. First of all then, we have managed to qualify for the FA Cup semi-final. Baník Ostrava will be our opponent. Sparta Prague play Vyškov. They've managed to get into the top division, fair enough. So, we could find ourselves in another FA Cup final. It's probably going to be against Sparta Prague if we manage to get there. In the Europa Conference League, we did manage to get out of the group stages. In fact, we managed to finish in the top 8. We won 4, we drew 1, we lost 1. So lots and lots of coefficient points coming our way, which means we avoid the knockout playoff round, which Slovan Liberec were in actually, which is quite nice to see them beating Mura of Slovenia, look at that. Look at my ball knowledge. But the problem is we get to the round of 16 where we play Celtic. We did beat them 1-0, but we also lost against them 3-0. So yeah, we have been knocked out of the Europa Conference League. I was hoping to get all the way through to the final. Slovan Liberec also getting knocked out against Copenhagen. Do just want to have a look. So Dukla Prague actually did alright in the Europa League. It's Dukla Prague and Viktoria Pilsen did alright. They got to the playoff round. Dukla Prague got battered by Mallorca, and Viktoria Pilsen got past Malmo. Fair enough. Round of 16, they got battered by Bilbao. Fair enough. And then in the Champions League, what happened? Did we even get anyone into the actual Champions League? I think we should do, shouldn't we? We should get teams directly into the Champions League. They are way down here, though. Sparta Prague, the team are there. They managed to win twice. Get 1 draw, 5 defeats, however. And I think if we go to a qualifying round, playoff maybe? Possibly. There might have been someone else who got in there as well. But basically, nobody from Czechia is going to win a European competition, which is fair enough. In the league, we are currently sat 3rd place in the table. However, Sparta Prague have already won the league by currently 17 points clear of 2nd place Slavia. We are just 2 points behind Slavia. I did say at the start of the season we're either going to win the Europa Conference League and get Champions League football or finish in 2nd place. 2nd place is a distinct possibility. We have to beat Slavia Prague, however, in the final 5 games of the season, really. We've also got our youth intake, as you would expect. We've got 2 players who are up there as elite prospects. We have Jaroslav Klepak, could be his name, not quite sure. A 15-year-old central defender who is 5'9". Can you do some growing, please? You're taller than me, but still, it's not tall enough for a centre-back. And you can't pass, so we can't make you a central midfielder. What are we going to do with you, Yaroslav? We also have Pavel Maxiner, who is a 16-year-old 5'11" attacking midfielder, which is obviously a position that we don't play. What are we going to do with you as well? I feel like I might need to have a look at my staff, possibly change who my head of youth development is, because he's bringing in players for positions that we don't really play. We seem to get a lot of attacking midfielders. Any other funny nationalities? So we've got a Croatian. We've got a man called Joel Georgiou from England. First of all, he doesn't sound like he's English. He sounds like he might be Cypriot, but he is a goalkeeper. Is he part Cypriot? He's not part Cypriot. He's just English, right? He's just English. Fair enough. He's not even part Czech. We've got Joel Georgiou then, who's a goalkeeper. We've also got a man called Dimitar Kejmakansky. Could be his name. 15-year-old Bulgarian central defender who's 6'1". Doesn't look like he's going to be anything too special. Any other silly nationalities? I want something really out there. We've got a Norwegian. We've got a Liberian. There we go. That's what I was looking for. We've got a Liberian right back who is absolutely rubbish, but we've got a Liberian right back, and is he only Liberian? He's only Liberian. I mean, he's been in the Czech Republic now for 4 years, something like that. But he's only Liberian, which is funny to me, and he's rubbish. He's utterly rubbish. Right then, the last thing to do is to jump to the end of the season, and hopefully we'll jump straight into the highlights of an FA Cup final that we will win, maybe. Well, it is an FA Cup final. Are we going to be the team to win it? It is against Slavia Prague. I imagine it is Slavia Prague. We have the ball after 3 minutes, but I will save you the agony right now. We are not going to win this game, and it will become very apparent very quickly that we are not going to win this game. Because from this highlight, where we were actually coming forward with the ball, Sparta Prague in on goal, Morea with the opening goal of the game. Kim can't do much about that. It is 1-0. Then in the 86th minute, Sparta managed to double their lead. Morea with the ball once again finds Bundgaard in the penalty area. A few options in the middle. One of them is Vitek. Kim can't stop that one. It's now 2-0 to Sparta Prague and is pretty much game over. And in the 89th minute, it is game over when Sparta Prague get themselves a third. Batahov with a headed effort from the corner. A 3-0 defeat in the FA Cup final. We have got to 3 FA Cup finals so far and won one of them. And the other 2, we've conceded 3 times in both. Did we even play well? Like, Bundgaard was amazing. I mean, we didn't. Petr got a 6.3. Iliev got a 6.3. Karabek got a 6.3. Zanelli got a 6.0. Kim and Benno were the only 2 players who kind of did themselves proud a little bit. And I guess as well Stevens. But there is a silver lining to this story, and that is the fact that we have qualified for the Champions League by finishing 2nd place in the group, 2 points clear of Slavia Prague. And the massive thing is, we didn't lose to Slavia Prague. If we lost to Slavia Prague, we probably would have finished in 3rd, because we would have been on 64 and they would have been on 66, I believe. We would have been on 65. We drew with them. So we would have been on 65. They would have been on 66, which would have meant they would have finished in 2nd place. So the draw that we had against Slavia Prague here, the 1-1 draw, was enough to secure us Champions League football, especially when you think we beat Sigma Olomouc and Banek Ostrava in the final 2 games of the season as well. We have qualified for the Champions League qualifiers. One thing that I completely forgot to tell you about, by the way, at the start of the season, we've locked in 4 players. These are the 4 players that we have locked in. So Claudio has played all season in defence. He's actually not done horrendously bad. He's not done amazing. 6.88 average rating after 40 appearances. We've also got Sauerbom, who, as our left back, he's actually done all right as well. 6.8 in the league. He's only got 1 goal, no assists. I want to see a bit of a better performance next season. We've got Iliev once again on that left-hand side, who has done 29 goals and 11 assists for Iliev on the left-hand side. He's starting to get on a bit. He's 29. Maybe next season. Is he going to be 30 in the summer? Or he's 30 in 2 days' time? Or maybe we need to put you out to pasture. And leading the line, we actually have Pavel Petr, because he basically was complaining that he wasn't playing enough football. He's out of contract next season, so I want to convince him that he should sign a new deal. So by playing him for a season, hopefully he has done that. But he is wanted. I can't see who by. Maybe if we go here, can we see who he is wanted by? So Iliev is wanted by teams in Saudi. Oh, that's interesting. Give me 10 million, you can have him. You can have him for 10 million. Pavel Petr is wanted by teams in Saudi. Give me 10 million, you can have him for 10 million. I mean, you're not giving me 10 million for Pavel. So sorting by goals then, we've obviously seen Iliev and Petr, but we haven't seen Zanelli. Zanelli's got 18 goals, 13 assists again from central midfield. What is he doing? Like, what is he doing in central midfield to score so many goals? Didn't even score a penalty this season. I don't even know whether he's good at them. 12 penalties. He's not amazing, is he? But we've got Zanelli there scoring a bunch of goals. Karabek getting 7 and 7 assists. We've got Eran getting 6 and 8 assists. I don't think he played as much as I thought he would. 15 starts, 19 off the bench. Anyone with high assists? We've got old Robbie Silagi, who's 32. Sorry, Rob. Might be your time. You might be transfer listed in the summer. And by the start of season 10, you might find yourself playing back in Romania. Because I can't be having a 32-year-old in my squad. So season 9 is finished. We've got to another final. We've lost another final. But more importantly, I guess, we have qualified for the Champions League. We will take a quick look at the coefficients to see what has happened for our Czechia side. Again, it's broken. So we might be going ahead of Portugal. Possibly. Could be close. We might be 7th. We might be 8th. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to find out at the start of the season. Obviously, we are currently 8th. I think we started off 10th. Maybe even 11th. So we have already done a fair amount of climbing in this Building a Nation save. Still a long way to go. Something that I haven't really been paying attention to, by the way, is the actual national side. I feel like I probably should have a look every now and then. They are not really qualifying for too many things. So let's have a look at their fixtures. So the Nations League B, no one cares about. World Cup qualifiers, judging by the fact that there aren't many wins there, I can't imagine they qualified for the World Cup there. European Championships, they did get into that. They lost pretty much everything. The Czech national side is absolutely garbage, isn't it? We really need to improve our facilities. We need to get our facilities as good as possible. We've got now great youth facilities as well. They are still improving them. We've got our new bigger stadium, 11,000 seater stadium now. We need to start getting in some decent young Czech footballers with high potential and start hopefully trying to do well with the Czech national side. Problem is, being FM26, we can't take charge of the Czech national side at the moment. We might need to wait until like March